Yeah, gonna add Justin Williams. Get him out of here because he probably, at this point, is the starting right fielder. Andrew Suarez also going to be added. He was getting some interest in trades, and we don't want him to have any interest in trades. Rodolfo Martinez, I don't know, probably okay, but just to be safe, I think we have a lot of room on our 40-man, so Matt Gage. Yeah, I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna let a team take him if they really want. We have Kinder. We have Kinder Fonet. He's actually a pretty good player. Oh wait, we don't. I lied. I was like really confused. I totally forgot what my other minor league affiliate was. Richmond. That's right. Richmond. Beautiful city, Richmond. I drive through it occasionally when I'm going to school, and every time I always am impressed by Richmond. It's a gorgeous town. All right, let's get into this. The Detroit Tigers really finished last 2 years in a row. It's embarrassing. All right. So, Bruce Rondon, kind of shoots out at me. Michael Franco. I don't even know where we would use him, but I think we would figure it out. I don't know why he's in rookie ball. Let's look at his ratings relative to the Dominican Rookie League. Yeah. Oh, that guy is guarantee he's good. I think we're gonna go Michael Franco here. And we're gonna grab Bruce Rondon. Rondon. If that's not how you say his name, I am sorry, but he is really bad in this game usually. Maybe Ryan Dole. Maybe Sam Freeman's the pickup here. Yeah, we're gonna go Sam Freeman instead. He's a lefty, which we need, and I'm assuming he's still good, but we'll see. All right, complete the draft. Get us out of here. Okay, and we're back. Zachariah Gillorn has agreed to a contract. Does not look like a Zachariah to me, but Zachariah Gillorn has agreed to a contract with us. Brian Dozier gets $83 million, $13 million per year with the Los Angeles Angels. I really hope the Angels aren't good, so we can try and put together a package for Mike Trout, which I have done in this game before, and it is very fun. If I can compile a lineup of Manny Machado, Buster Posey, Paul Goldschmidt, Mike Trout, I gotta think what we will be somewhere in the playoffs. Not to mention Chris Sale. Clayton Kershaw, not Chris Sale. There's another name that could be considered for the best starter. Okay. Logan Forsythe back to the Dodgers. This video is probably going to be getting pretty long. It's definitely going to be a two-part video. I'm probably already in part 2 by now, so. And you can see these relievers still not much in terms of attention. Michael Brantley has not gotten the contract he was looking for. I think us going with Gardner is pretty much ruling out Brantley. They are pretty similar players when it comes down to it, but Brantley probably has higher potential, while Slater. Sorry, Slater. Brantley probably has more potential. He obviously had a MVP caliber season, but Gardner's the safer pick, and at this point in their careers, I think might rather have Brett Gardner. Not in real life, but in this game, and he's so much cheaper. Johnny Cueto recovering well. That is good to see. I wasn't 100% sure if he was going to be back before opening day, but now it seems very likely that he will be. He probably will not start the season on the team. We're definitely going to give him a run through the minor leagues. I don't see him being back to what he was. If we can actually trade him, I'm not even going to think twice about it. And Austin Slater gets claimed. It's kind of unfortunate. But I'm probably going to cut out here and come back when the reliever market starts to get a little more enticing. Cutting back in real quick, we did acquire Brett Gardner. So it took a little bit, but Brett Gardner is on the team. Cutting back in here for... Actually, well, I thought I was going to be showing the Hall of Fame, but in bigger news, Corey Kluber's album tops the charts. The jazz album of the century. Maybe he should leave baseball and focus on his music career. Regardless, going back to Hall of Fame voting, Messina does not get in. Martinez gets dropped. Schilling doesn't get in. I totally missed Mariano Rivera. Do not think that was a slight against Mariano Rivera. He would definitely be on my Hall of Fame ballot. But I just completely missed his name. That's my bad. And I will cut back out here. Actually, I can check on the reliever market. I don't think it's going to change too much at the moment. Nope. Britain's demands have decreased minorly, but not quite to where we want them. So I'm going to cut out. Okay, cutting back in, a quick change of plans. As we were waiting for Britain to go down, I kind of noticed when I was in just the regular offseason center that AJ Pollock was still available, and his demand had gone down, and AJ Pollock is a phenomenal player. Had a 5-win season just as of last season. His ratings aren't great at corner outfielder, but my guess is that's just because he hasn't played it very much, because his range and his error and his arm are all outfielder sufficient. So I can put him at corner outfielder if I want, but also Duggar can just play the corner outfield if that's how it goes. Except Duggar is a better center fielder, so not sure what I'd do there, but either way, they can easily play the outfield together. And I don't think this completely rules out getting Britain. It might for now. And also, a lot of these times, these late deals will turn into bidding wars, which we're not going to get into with Pollock. I don't necessarily need Pollock at all. I just see him as a value right here. I don't think there's any way I can let him drop off to here. Also, I could see Duggar being a backup outfielder for us. Justin Williams playing right field and Gardner playing left and Pollock playing center. So Pollock still contemplating. And Jeurys Familia's contract has gone all the way down to 6, which we can afford. I don't like going into the season with not that much money, because during international free agents, during waiver claims, not having money gets in the way of a lot of things you want to do. Even around trade deadline time, I want to bring in Goldschmidt. It's a lot easier to bring in Goldschmidt when I have the money to make it happen, and I don't have to either match contracts or have them eat the money. I should still have cash available, and if I have cash, then it's not really going to be much of a problem. As Britain's demand has decreased all the way to $8 million. Going to the offseason center. Still no interest in Miller. Still no interest in Aaron Crow. What is this guy doing asking for $6 million in the MLB? Zach Britton. Still no rumored teams. So we have an interesting development here. Pollock wants more money, and the relievers are starting to get attention, as they've gotten all the way back down to $5.5 million. Now, what are we going to do here? Because we can get both and really handicap ourselves for the season. I wonder if I can maybe stretch this out to 3 years, player option. option. I'll toss a player option there. He probably won't accept at that point, but even if he doesn't, it's definitely worth it. So I don't think we have enough. Yeah, we don't have enough to toss that money at Pollock now, which is fine. I'm very okay not having Pollock. With $8 million, it's a good amount to go into the season with. I'm going to check our rotation. Yeah, so we already have a bunch of guys who we know are going to be in the rotation. Melanson is going to be, or not in the rotation, but in the bullpen. Melanson's going to be there. Guerin's going to be there. Betances, Watson, and Strickland are all going to be there. So I don't feel the need to add anything else but Britton. Britton can be the closer. He can absolutely be a lockdown closer. Okay, and we are back. Britton likes our contract offer. Okay, so Britton, although he does like our contract offer, seems to have a better one from the Yankees, and I think we're just going to close him out. I can't get into this bidding war. And Britton gets a better offer than 12.5. He gets 14.6, and F it, we're doing it. We'll see. If he doesn't sign that, then we're not going any higher. But that is as far up as we can go. And Britton has gotten a better offer, and one that we can't top. So I think he really would have rounded out our team well. What about Andrew Miller? Is Andrew Miller getting the offers? No. Okay. I'm thinking do a quick 2-year team option on the second year. Actually, screw the option. No option. Just quick $8.5 million deal for 2 seasons. Give it to me. Getting Andrew Miller would be a nice consolation. Andrew Miller is still a really good pitcher. But we don't have to worry about Britton because I know what's going to happen with Britton. His contract's going to get all the way up to the 20s. And Andrew Miller is now in another bidding war. This game is clockwork. This happens every time. I will do 10. Leave us with $5 million for the season. That's perfect. That'll give us international complex money. But that is definitely, we can't go higher for Andrew Miller. And even if we don't get these guys, I'm pretty confident that we'll figure it out. I mean, we're not desperate for relievers by any means. And coming back, first of all, we got this phenomenal trade offer from the Cleveland Indians where we get Evan Longoria back and we give up our best pitching prospect and a really good reliever. So Andrew Miller has gotten one up yet again, and we will let him be. I'm not coming back to that. Familia, although is not a lefty, which we are in desperate need for, will do. If I can get Familia, I will be happy. We're going to just offer him a quick 1-year, $7 million deal. Hope he does it. If he doesn't, it's not the end of the world. Figure it out. And another update. Unfortunately, Jared Familia is in another one of these bidding wars. I'll do the same thing I did for Andrew Miller. We'll give ourselves $5 million. And that is it. Okay, and we're back a day before opening day. I did not get any of those relievers signed. I went pretty far down the list. I went down to Brad Brock, and everyone kept getting higher and higher contract extensions, or contract offers, so I packed it in. But now it's time for the team construction. We're going to put together this lineup and this pitching rotation and see how it comes out. I think that is definitely going to be the 5, and in that order. I think Strickland's going to start the season as the closer over Betances. As much as I like Betances, I think it makes sense to keep Strickland in the closer role. He hasn't done anything. Just not being it. As far as middle relief goes, Ray Black gets sent down. Derek Law be sent down. It's pretty much structured out. Everyone who, the only question would be if we keep Osich on or if we bring in a middle reliever or a long reliever, because these three are going to be the middle relievers, these two are going to be the setup men, and this guy is going to be the closer. So all these guys are probably going to go down. Unfortunately, Sam Freeman, we're not going to be able to keep him on the team, even if I would like to. So I will cut out and do this because this is going to take a little long. Okay, we're back. We've sent down all those guys. We might be able to keep this. Not 100% sure yet. I might want to have the 13 batters, but I don't know. This could work. It's a lot of middle relievers, but it's really only one extra pitcher, so we'll see if we go with that. I'm gonna go through this real quick, and oh my goodness, I hate when this happens. So sometimes I forget to put a catcher on the team, on the spring training team, and then what happens is Buster Posey just plays every single day, even though he can't play every day because he gets tired because he's a catcher. So we just end up with a completely exhausted Buster Posey. And I totally forgot to find a catcher this offseason, but hopefully John Riley can just fill in as a backup for now. He's going to have to start the season, starting a lot of games though. So going over this team, Jerry Sands did get injured. Don't think he's going to be on the team regardless, but Justin Williams strained his hamstring. That's a tough injury, but he's not going to be out too long. He is projected to be our starting right fielder. Gardner goes here. I think Michael Franco is actually going to be on the team. He had a really bad spring training, but overall I just like Michael Franco too much, and I like Michael Franco's ratings too much to keep him out. The question is, do we go Adames or Ryder Jones? Because I can move Manny to third, and Manny's better at third, so I think, is it Ames? Name's the righty, so I think we're going to platoon them, and Machado is going to play third and short throughout this season, which maybe not ideal. And then if Panic is struggling and Jones is playing well, then we can move Adames to say whatever. I'll figure it out. But for now, yeah, we're going to platoon them. And I suppose, oh goodness, I don't want to do this, but I'm thinking our starting right fielder is going to be Gorky Hernandez. Or we could put Thames in right, or Thames in left, and Gardner in right, and put Franco in at first, but I don't know, man. Michael Franco is not giving me reason to believe. So, yeah, we're going to put Hernandez in at starting right fielder. He is a good fielder, which is ideal, but we do not really want Corquis Hernandez starting. We don't want him being our everyday right fielder. But he won't be once Williams comes back, so we don't have to worry about it too much. Oh, I did not mean to send Lipka down. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm going to fix all this. Okay, and we're back. Same spot in the calendar. Lineups complete. We have decided to Against right-handed bats, we're going to have Ryder Jones to left-handed bat in at third and Machado at short. But against the lefties, we're going to move Ryder Jones to the bench, bring in Adames at short, due to him being a righty, and then Machado's going to move to third. So I think that is the best way to do it right now, and then we can see how people start to play. I mean, if Michael Franco starts shooting out of a cannon, then, obviously we got to find a spot for him. And regardless, we're going to figure it out, but for now, this is going to be how we do the lineups. Pitching rotation is as follows. I'm hoping Gillorn is better than this. I suppose we will see. OSA actually thinks he's better than my head scout does. So there's really no excuse for him not to be good, but we'll see. Now we're going to sim to opening day, and we can look at the preseason predictions and look at some guys on the waiver wire, and then I will wrap this up. Okay. Here on opening day, the season is about to get underway, and we got a good season out of us, I think. We're going to try and stay close to an even record. I hope we're a little better than that this year. I'm hoping we have actually improved the team this year. And I do think we got a little lucky last year. I think things fell right for us. They only have us at 77 wins right now, which is probably fair. I mean, we definitely have a lot of empty spots in our bullpen specifically is pretty weak. I would have really liked to get that one more arm, but that can be figured out. When it comes to the lineups, the back end of our lineup is not good. Gorky Hernandez, Steven Duggar, Willie Adames / Ryder Jones, Joe Panic, and Eric Thames are all not good. It's going to have to be carried by Machado and Posey, which are two pretty good guys to carry it, but how many wins can they get you? Yeah, I do think that's going to be our biggest weakness is our offense, and curious. Yeah, they have us doing pretty well defensively, but just have us not being able to score enough runs, which is fair. We don't have a lot of we don't have a lot of bats. Somehow Kershaw doesn't make top 10 pitchers. I think that's and Machado doesn't make top 10 hitters. Interesting. Go to minor league systems. Padres with a phenomenal minor league system after already. This guy ends up being really good, or has been in my recent saves. Where are we? Am I missing us, or are we up a little bit? Oh, 6th. Luciano coming in. The 16th ranked prospect in baseball. He's 17 years old now. I think I'm going to be ready to move him to... Oh, they already did move him to A-ball. Wow. A-ball? That's aggressive. I'm going to disable that promotion now. He's already on the short list, so... Hauk is now the 31st prospect. Head scout actually has fallen a bit on him, but I'm still fairly confident in Tanner Hoop. I'm imagining just getting many people upset at me pronouncing Tanner's name. Just go with that. Ethan Hankins, I think probably our favorite prospect. The OSA does not like him. The OSA thinks his control is never even going to get close to there. We think his control is already past what they think that his control could be. And we think his stuff can be elite, which would be ideal. I don't want Ethan Hankins out here throwing 92. And then Tristan McKenzie coming in at 40th. Tristan McKenzie, definitely a good arm. Almost parted with him this offseason to get Goldschmidt, but I held off. Hopefully that ends up being the right move. Kind of curious. Any bigger names? Nope. Goldschmidt's still here. Regardless. Anyway, back to... I guess, yeah, we've already looked at all of that. Let's go to the waiver wire. See any good names in here? Domingo Herman. It's not a bad one. Tim Beckham. That's a pretty good pickup. Tim Beckham could be a nice backup infielder for us. Not really seeing any other names that pop out to me. Maybe Scott Diamond, who haven't heard from him in a while, but this has been the save of names popping up. Aaron Crow popped up. Who's the other one? Oh yeah, Felix PA. So Domingo Herman, I'm going to place a claim on him. I don't know if he's actually going to be valuable or not, but I think he could be something. JC Ramirez. We'll pass on JC. Sorry to say. Lucas Giolito, former top prospect. Get him over here. Not letting Lucas Giolito be good on the Dodgers. Todd Frazier, be a little saucy pickup toward the bottom. Matt Kemp, this guy always just can't play a position. Yeah, in this game he just progresses to the point where he cannot play a position. It's really funny. His contract is really ugly though. That is actually a good strategy though early in games. Like, go to the Dodgers. You're not going to need the money if you're, say, the Reds or whatever. Trade for Matt Kemp and then include prospects with him. If you can take Matt Kemp's contract, then that's going to help the trade a lot. And you don't need the money because you're the Reds. Not like you're going out and getting big name free agents off-season number 1. So Andrew Miller is still available. At this point, I'm just kind of toying around. So, yeah, his demand's all the way up to $20 million. So, I will see you guys next time. I think this was a pretty good off-season. But, like I said, see you guys next time. Goodbye.